Hello, Earth 2. I'm Metaverse Man. What does a metaverse mean to you? Do you think it should be free, or do you think it should be controlled? How about money? Do you think it should cost money, or do you think it should be free? Do you think the owner should charge money for their product? I do. Absolutely I do. Individuals and businesses should always be free to conduct commerce as they see fit. Money determines how successful they are. Just recently, money managed to determine what was viable in Earth 2. EPLs were set to be released around the beginning of the month, but were instead pushed back in order to enable something that was already promised, so far as the community could tell. An EPL is to function as a sort of domain name in-game. You'll need it to define your community and make it searchable, so far as we understand, and you're going to have to pay to have one. E2 has made millions of dollars off of its community, who have been supportive and generous with their money. And to be fair, E2 has been generous with its money as well. And so, when E2 charged for early access to Essence Generation with the dubiously named Mentars, which now dominate the Earth 2 landscape, we capitulated. Some of us paid the $5 per Mentar, and many of us did so multiple times, paying for the first in-game boost in Earth 2 history. Many complained that this looked like a cash grab, but we gave it to them in goodwill, believing that a little extra money being paid into the game could be justified. Many of us believe in this project so strongly we could be blinded to the risks. But then they did it again. EPL was slated to be released around the 1st of September, with its release being the first access we will have had to the domain naming system. We don't know what the SEO or search engine optimization would look like in-game, but we know that it was to be a scramble for who could spend the most money on the most plots with the most basic names. It was because of this, the money involved, that the Earth 2 developers finally broke community trust. Almost everyone could say, well, Mentars will be free. They're just charging for early access. Most people could accept that. And most people could accept the million other development issues, from latent updates on website features, lack of developer communication, and broad dishonesty stemming from the payment processor issues. But what finally broke the community was a tiny charge, $4.99. So, $4.99 is too much. Too much for land we already purchased. Too much for land that was already bought to have a ranked search in whatever EPL SEO is developed. Too much to ask when we were all but promised that we would have the chance to use the essence we purchased early access to, and I am proud of our community. I want to congratulate you all for this. I won't bother to preach about what we should do next, and I think you know as a community that Earth 2 needs money to survive. I think you're willing to abide each other and the staff, our community and the people who make it possible. I think you're strong enough to make this game happen, and the world we create something very, very special. Metaverse Man.